Hello everyone, my name is Andre McClendon and today's video is going to be about the Relative Vigor Index. I'm going to be creating a full trading robot with this and basically showing you step by step. Now this indicator is very easy to use and it shows you how to use technical analysis and momentum at the same time. Now the settings for it are relatively simple, guys. We're going to only be dealing with the period, and when it comes to programming I'm going to show you guys step by step. So let's get to that. First thing, guys, is go to your meta quotes and then go to the new button right here. We're going to call this Expert Advisor RVI. Hit next and then go to finish. We're going to be dealing with the on tick section during this video, okay? Now the first off, guys, we got to create the RVI. And we want this thing to be trending so we can get a good movement for a possible reversal when I'm trading with the RVI, okay? So first off, was going to create our mode main, our first part of the signal. Now I'm going to break this down step by step, guys, okay? So our first off, guys, we're going to create is a double. Now double is going to be basically non-whole number. It's going to be 1.1 or 1.56 or 2.34, just not a whole number. We're going to call this first part RVI mode main _0. So it's going to be our current candle, okay? We're going to use the default one that's created on a MetaTrader. It's going to be iRVI. You guys can hit F1 and it'll bring up a screen showing you guys what it is right here, okay? We're going to use null so we can work on all currency pairs that's available from the broker. We're going to use 0 as our time frame, 20 as our period, and we're going to use mode main for the type of the indicator for that line. So we have our mode main right here on top. That's our black line right here, and our signal is the red one, okay? So we want basically 1 candle back, 2 candle back, 3 candle back, 4 candle back, okay? And we're going to do the exact same thing, but we're going to put this as a 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Very simple, guys. But it's our RVI mode main. Now we're going to program our RVI signal, okay? Now our signal line is going to basically show our red line. Give you the exact same information except for a couple factors. We're going to change the RVI mode name to 0. To mode signal 0, so indicate the 0 candle. And we're going to use it as mode signal all the way through. We're going to keep the 1, 2, 3, 4 because we need that to indicate the movement. And I'll show you that in our up and coming bull statement, okay? Now let's get to our bull statement. It's going to be a little bit difficult, but I'm going to just go through it slowly, okay? Now, we're going to call this bull statement bull RVI checker. It's going to indicate if this is true, and if it is true, we're going to enter and execute our trade, okay? So our RVI mode main on the current candle has to be greater than the signal, and the RVI mode main 1 has to be less than the RVI signal, and it's going to continue being less than it than 1, 2, and 3 candles back. And before to make sure we get the rebound that we want, the pullback, so basically the change in trend, we need to make sure that the RVI mode main is less than 0 and the signal is less than 0. Now, I want to show you how to demonstrate on the charts right here. We're looking for something that looks like this. See how it was negative right here? And then it crosses over. That's what we're looking at entering. Similar trade like this, okay? So let's go back to our meta quotes. And we have our bull statement broken out. Now let's get to our if statement and our order. Alright, so now we have our order. We're going to see if the RVI checker, this statement here, equals true. And if it does, and there's no open orders, we're going to execute our trade. It's going to be INT by order, so the int, so basically it's going to be our ticket number, kind of. Ticket number is going to be whatever it's going to be, and if it is, it's going to be a whole number, and it's going to be by order. we're going to do order send. If you want information on order send, double click it, hit F1. It'll break down what I'm talking about in detail, okay? We're going to use null, so it's going to work on currency pairs. OP buy is an instant execution. Now our lot size is going to be 0.01. We're going to put it on the ask, and our slippage is going to be 1. Now slippage basically when it orders like right here, we don't want it to be so far off from the current ask price. So if it is too far off, it won't execute. Now we're going to be using this currency on the currency pair pound yen, and it's going to be the ask minus basically 50 pips, and our target profit is going to be the ask plus 200 pips. And our comment is going to be null. We're not going to use any comments. And our magic numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And our pending pending seconds is going to be 0. We're not going to need it since it's an instant execution. And what we're going to do is the color green. And when all that is true, all this is done, is going to be buy order took place. And we're going to compile this to make sure it all makes sense. Yep, there's no errors in our code. And now we're going to go to MetaTrader and find our trade. So what you want to do is go through this top bar and find your MetaTrader that you named it as. I named it as RVI. We're going to put it on pound yen. We're going to use the every tick, and it's going to be from just any date you would like to choose. And we're going to run it on the 1 hour with a spread of 5 pips. And also this is our pause button, so we can start and pause it. And now we're going to hit start. Make sure it's paused. Prior to starting, I'm going to add the indicators on there so we can get a visualization of what's happening. Okay, and basically just go through here and look for RVI. Let's see. Relative Strength Index. We're going to add this right here, Relative Vigor Index. We're going to put it on a period of 20. We're going to change our background a little bit to make it easier to be seen on the screen. And now we're going to run the trader, the strategy tester. And you can see it entered an order. If we go back here, you can see that all these candles, all these signals, the signal was above it by 3 candles, and then the current candle at the time entered, so we entered in our trade. Let's see how it pans out. So this one did pretty good, and it did it again right here. You see? Now, what you guys could do is create that the signal and is above it. It's below the 0 line, but we can add that later, or you can modify the code for that. But let's see if it keeps on running. Did it again. You can see that it's going to keep on doing this regardless of, it's going to keep on doing till the time runs out. Okay? But that's a very simple way to program the RVI, the Relative Vigor Index. It's a very good indicator, so you get this to your toolbox. So if you have any questions or comments, put them in the comment section. If you need the code, it's going to be on my website, guys. And please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next video.